Hello, check, check. Going live. Uh, who stole the past? We're going live. We're Black Mirror Walker for Truth. Can't sleep, so we're up. Been searching some stuff out, looking at a whole bunch of different things. So we just taking a ride on the Black Mirror. Nothing rehearsed, just taking a look and talking some truth, because we're tired of the narrative lie. So we'll start by getting a screen share. I'll get a screen share for us, or display capture, whatever they want to call it. So I get a display capture, and we will see what's going down here. Okay, so we got a display capture. Now let's make the display. Okay, we got that going. That's cool. And it says we have an excellent connection. So we'll see how much, a little more latency than I expected, but that's not so bad. So how we're going to start the evening tonight is say just as that. I was watching When the Buildings Cried, and doing some stuff and getting frustrated with our stupid government system. I was trying to do some stuff for Secretary of State. They're hindering us from driving here in a moment with their way you have to make an appointment and all this other horse shit. It's just crap. But anyway, so in between dealing with that, and then I got to deal with it tomorrow, I wanted to show you some stuff here and say something. We just said, who stole our past? Well, I wanted to say, I believe many truthers, and you put this stuff together, conclusively show you put the dots together, world spheres were designed to do just exactly that. Destroy history and destroy people's history, and hide the light under a basket and steal homes. And today we have organizations called Freemasons and stuff like that. What's Freemason mean, huh? Free buildings all over the place, and these Masonic lodges that you didn't build, that you moved into. So anyway, we looky here, Black Mirror Walker. Okay, look, this is from a World Sphere, 1937. Okay, where'd that kid show up from? In Paris? From Africa? Or just snatch him up from America? Huh? Look at this. Look at this picture. 1932. Huh? The exposition fair once again. Look at that image. We're going to take you that image right now. I'm going to show you that image, and you go, whoa, that's pretty wild. Oh, I just closed something up, didn't I? I keep closing these up. Oh man, I didn't want to close it up. We'll go back over here. I'll get there that way. Boom, I'm there. It's got a link right on the image. So go check out my blogger. So check out this image here. And put some thoughts into your mind. Looky here. Information. This is from BNF Gallica in France. 1932. Okay. Now looky here. Let's get a zoom in on this cat here. These cats here. So you say to yourself, there's a photograph. Okay. A photograph. Okay. Now check this photograph out. Pretty good resolution. You know. Here you have. Let's see how many we got. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes here. Okay. You know, what's right there? I don't know. Okay, I don't know what they're sitting around there chatting or looking at perhaps that little dot right there, huh? I don't know what they're doing. What's this dot right here? But we're holding in a little bit. But I want to show you something. So this is look at this. You can see just structures everywhere, right? City, right? Look at this on the outside perimeters. Look at this. Ruined, melted, ruined and melted, ruined and melted. Look, it comes over here, look there, here. Perhaps they're sitting on more melted stuff right here. The tops of the buildings are on here, right here. These 5 cats, and they're talking about it. They're saying, hey, you know, we're on top of these melted ass buildings. You know, like here's some more. It's dripping inward. You can see it right here. So these are they're on the top of some buildings, and right here you see it dripping down. Right there. See it? See it dripping down? Look here. This even looks like it almost looks like a skull right here, don't it, folks? Check this out. Right here. See it? I can't make this up. So right there's the skull. Okay. Sure enough, it looks like a skull to me, folks. I've seen many skulls in my day. Maybe that's one back there too. I don't know. I can't. Oh yeah, I can't hone it from further. I don't know if that is. I don't think that is, because if it is, he's got an ET head and ET eyes and big old lips there. See? But I don't think that is. But we'll back off that and see what that is. I think that's just some meltage of the building, perhaps part of a pillar. See the round here, and where the lines would be, you know, and like here and here would be like brick lines, still kind of hanging on as it melts. And when it gets to this here, it's just so ice cream melted. Now that's pretty wild looking too there. That meltage here, you know, could have been something else and just melted, and that's part that's left of what was melted of the building. Maybe some gargoyle head or face or something, who knows. Well, look here, definitely. It looks like a freaking ass skull. We back that up some. That's proportionate. That's a distance away, and here's his head, and there's that head. It don't look like, well, then again, that's a pretty far distance away, so his head would look a little bit bigger than that dude. That would make sense why you have these big ass buildings here and big ass doors, and something cataclysmic happened, and his fucking head, he got toasted too, and that's the remains of it there. You know, let's look around, see if we see some more shit. And this Black Mirror walking here, but no, you do see a lot of meltage. Look at all that meltage, man. Looky here, folks. Look, right here. This is a surviving pocket of red bricks. See there? Here's what you're seeing right here. This all got so hot, it just turned into this crap here. Look, little pieces of it as it melted more. And look, it even has this ripple effect. See it? See it right there? See, that's melted building. That ain't, oh, that was some mud flood right here. Look, a mud flood on top of a freaking building? No, we know conclusively that this is the top of a building now. Okay? Absolutely. Conclusively, this is the top of a building. And it's pretty damn fascinating as we start looking at all this stuff. But anyway, I wanted to hone in a little bit more here. Oh, it's not very good. Let's back up here. There, that's better. See, there's what I wanted to show you. Let's look at this. Look at this stuff all over here. Look, here's the part that, you know, survived. This pocket of survival up here, and part of this wall here, and this and that. Down here, didn't it? Whole bunch over here, didn't. All this over here just melted. Look melted and smashed. It came pouring down here. See it? Boom. Rolling here. Melted into this here. See? And it's pretty easy to see. And here you got this dripping right here. Look. All this dripping. Going drip. Melting. Melting. And this is all rock. You know. This ain't rock. This is melted building that went over top of the earth and formed what you're seeing right there is from the red bricks and the concrete and whatever else that got melted in with what they use. And you look at a lot of these ancient structures and homes, and yeah, I say homes because they were someone's homes. There were homes all over the freaking place. They find remnants of lead paint inside of them, and copper and brass and lead strips in between some of the bricks that remained, and all good conductors of electricity. And it makes sense that these were all energy homes, and electricity was amply used big time and illuminated this earth. And some cataclysmic thing, a power failure or something happened, or a grid meltdown, or just a holy freaking ass war about energy, the ark, like with Joan of Arc, and all the lie narratives of what the real truth is. Now look, see some of these. Look here. You see, look at these big structures in the back here. Look at this. Okay? Just gorgeous of things that were left behind during what happened here, this event, Jerry calls it, or X Factor. And, you know, you got the Sunblockers of the world want to have XP and vaccinate people and all that. So the X Factor sounds good to me, because you read some of them old articles about Bill Gates are talking about using dust and shit like that to block the sun in Harvard. And here today in the news, they broadcasted there's a dust storm coming over America. Ain't that funny? Sounds like an XP thing, don't it? Again, those people who hide energy under a basket and have what they call a fasces, and that's where the dots are pointing towards again, that the world's fears were all designed to destroy history, that some people have the knowledge of fasces, See, and this cat here says Roman or Etruscan fasces, or Tartarian, or Greek. Okay, Pence said we thank the Greeks for taking us out of the darkness and giving us light, and that light is a fasces power. Okay, Abraham Lincoln sits on a chair, and either side on the arm of the chair are two fasces. So there it is, and I'll read the rest of what this guy has to say. Fasces are one of the things we have seen, yet our understanding of this bundle of wood appears to be as far from the truth as possible. I dare to say that we know nothing about it. Well, I tell you I already do. It's not a bundle of wood. That's the narrative lie they give you. It's made out of copper and brass, and probably contains mercury, and is a part of a system that they use with the electromagnetic grid. Okay, and we are on a motor that produces more electricity than you even realize. All the time, lightning is striking all over the place. If you know the correct way to tap in with the fasces, you can move a mountain. Melt a building and make it look like a mountain. Perhaps with a bunch of these up in a balloon, perhaps. And I'm going to show you a little something here in a minute. Here. A balloon. A balloon, folks. There we got the Brooklyn. Where's this balloon I want to show you? Oh, did I close that page up somehow? Well, that would have sucked if I did. My freaking ass did. Motherfucker. Oh, man. That breaks my damn heart. Oh, man. The odds of me finding again all the fucking shit I was doing all night. It's what? 4:10 in the morning. What is this? The fantasies we were just talking about. And that's the fantasies again. Go through some fantasies. Looking at the back of your dime, you see the fantasies. It is probably the most powerful weapon in the world, but just not everybody knows that. So just know that it is a weapon, and it's not a narrative, a bundle of sticks, and blah blah blah. How did I close them damn pages? What is this? Oh, we already had that. We don't need him up right now. Live, everything's streaming, good. Access, and what's this here? Oh, where was that image? Think. Huh. That sucks. Well, look, here's like 12th century and 14th century buildings, again, of buildings we inherited, just like all over America, all over the world. Inherited. But certain people hide that truth from us. Look at that. Look at that, folks. See what happened. See what happens when that meltage. Go to another one. You see it everywhere. Same type of thing. But anyway, I kind of got lost in regard to that because you get thrown off. Remember when you see me close two things and they dumped the pages? Well, right now I can't think because I've been up so damn long. But it just felt, it was so awesome because in the demolished structure, and it's in these series of images that I've been looking through here, and I'll show you where. Right here, and these right here, the Colonial Exhibition 1931 in Gallica, BFN, and the International Exhibition 1937, Gallica, BFN. Okay, and there's other things, you know, that you can look at to help show what I'm saying more in regard to the truth that all these buildings are buildings we moved into, and the World's Fair was designed to destroy that and take away your history, and so they can meter that free energy that they knew how to harness and meter us all. And they do. They meter us very well, don't they? They make the appliance to suck up as much energy as they can instead of making them efficient. Here's the truth, folks. So that's something else you learn while you're walking the Black Mirror tonight. The same people who give you the energy are the ones that are producing them appliances. It's, you know, you got a dishwasher, it takes 3 hours to wash frickin' ass dishes. Sucks up so much energy. You know how many dishes I could wash in 3 hours? Probably 10 loads. 10 loads of what that washer could do in that 3 hours. See? Much more efficient, faster than that dishwasher. Believe you me. Because they could make it faster than me, but they don't. And more efficient, but they don't. They make it to meter you and tax you and blah 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 and break down, so you got to buy another one. Now you got a smart meter and they can zap your appliance when they want, so they'll force you to go buy another one. How about that? There's some real news for you. But anyway, on the melted building of the past, you see it's part of a building in the stream of pictures I was showing you. The insignia was a balloon, okay? And on the balloon was an X and a P. So, and there's some more truth. And if I find it, I'll put an image up or a link to it or something, because it's easy. You can go right here to sharing, and you can share like this image if you want with sharing, and you can embed it into a blog or email or send it a text or whatever, you know, a messenger. So here's part of the World's Fair again, and you see imported kids. There's lots of, you know, orphan children and orphanages all over the world at this time. And if you jump into the future a little bit down the line, there's Martin Luther King telling you, hey, we were already here, we were already here. And this kid here, he's in France, okay? So they show you all them boats. Them boats was taking them from America to France and in different parts of Europe, okay? They'll give you a narrative, oh, yeah, I'm certain there was people from Africa, perhaps, too, that were taken from Africa and brought here into France and so forth. But the point is, all over the world it was wrecked. Look at my descendants. We have German, Scots, Prussians, Welsh. All same thing happened to where they lived. Shit was wrecked and destroyed, and they hid the light under their basket and give you a false narrative, and then burn down all your churches and wreck all these things that they said they built in the World's Fairs. You know, we just recently had Notre Dame burn, and it burned the same way. And it's this series of always burning churches, and we had a bunch of churches burned down in America in 2019, and it's happening in 2020. And we have all these monuments being wanting to take down to erase history and to have man stop looking at the truth, and perhaps too to say, hey, maybe some of them statues we didn't frickin' build in the first place. We just plagiarized them with a fucking story to fucking fit our narrative so we can run shit. See? So it's more of that shit. And the main thing is, it's conquer and divide. The purple got the red and the blue mixed up, and they used the television to do it. And there's been television. So y'all been televisioned. Yeah. Yeah. Buckwheat, right? See? The little rascals. See? You've been televisioned, folks. I'm here to tell you and to tell you to wake up. It's 4:18. You know what that means? You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to get ready. And there it is. So it's 4:18. We're doing live. How we doing live? We just getting the buckwheat on there? That was one of my favorite characters on Little Rascals. And the news wanted to make the big thing about black facing, and that was wrong, and this and that. And shut the hell up, man. You know, it's some dumb shit, our news, that's the purple again, trying to cause division with dumb shit. So, anyway, beautiful ass structure there. Do we have some more images? No, I screwed them up, didn't I? Remember I said that. Well, let's see, we'll go back on this one, see what happens. Nope, can't go back on that one. What with this one? I'll pick something else. But remember that date, 1932. Just absolutely amazing. Same image. And that's the two images I got. So, but like I said, I knew where we got them from. Right there. Well, I wish I should have copied and pasted that image, or did I? No, I have a... No, I don't. Let me see. World's Fair. I wonder if I took a screenshot of that. That image I just talked about. Because I wanted to. I should have took a screenshot right there in the spot when I find it. It sucks. People who do this shit, they know what I'm talking about. You see, Jerry's up all the time. That's why he drinks coffee so much. Because he's up finding truth. So, oh, there's some images here. I don't know if any of them were it. Let's see. What we got going here? No, that's the thing too, though. But I'll scroll down through this real quick and see if it was in this one, because it's worth seeing. And you go, wow, that is a balloon on a melted building. So, and it looked like, you know, other stuff that I found that they used fascies and had a bunch of fascies up, and these with balloons fucking zapping shit. Or that's perhaps one way with who knows, but it's putting dots together, you know. No, but this wasn't the series of images. That pisses me off that I dumped them images somehow, because they were balloons. So anyway, let's see what else they have. Caption, detailed information, captions, search in the document, zoom. We don't want to buy or add this document. It should have a, where's all the images for this series. I guess they don't have that there. What's that there? Anyway. So, there's some 14th century, 12th century. Looky here. Look at all this. See how some event happened with red bricks, and someone was like in a pocket where it was cooler. Okay, like this pocket here obviously was cooler and really, really hot here. So every time I was watching a movie the other night, Joan of Arc, and sure enough, I seen the meltage in the footage that they used, and it's just awesome. I mean, look at the meltage here, up top, drip, drip. Look at here, all this shit, man. It's just incredible. Oh, what the hell happened, man? It just had been some fucking crazy ass, you know. I think fascies are a lot more powerful, and I believe if you had a look, they say one fascies is greater than 1,000 arrowmen. Yeah, can you imagine a 1,000 balloons with 5 guys in each balloon zapping down with the fascies? What kind of meltage they could do with electricity, and perhaps parabolic mirrors as well. In this event thing that went down, and these wars and of the X Factor or whatever it was. See, so but we know that all the mountains were buildings today. Some of us can't believe that, and some of us won't. But if you start taking time to get your head out of the television and don't listen to the news broadcasters no more, and those people that call themselves leaders, and in your medical industry who are trying to deceive you and keep you sick. There's all kinds of cures just in cannabis, because you are cannabinoidal just like that plant. So have a system like that, your brain produces THC. Anyway, there it is. So it's 4:24. Shit, I didn't get ready. It's time to get ready. Oh yeah, red bricks. I said till Brooklyn, or no sleep till Brooklyn, or red bricks. Okay, now look, here's what I'm going to show you here too. Now look, Brooklyn, red bricks, right? Oh, no, that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you, I said red bricks of Brooklyn. Why? Because look, Brooklyn is a star fort. This was the star fort, and 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 you'll see how this is patterned out like this, and they call them hedgehogs too as well, because it's it's like here is the beaver, if you will, the hedgehog, the beaver, or whatever you want to call it. Some people call it the hedgehog. I say it was the beaver. Why? Because the star forts were power sources, and they could flood out areas, and they're harnessing electricity, and were part of the grid system, and part of the operating system of the fasces that could tie into the grid system, and they knew how to do it and fuck shit up by tying into the grid system with that bundle of sticks, folks. So there it is. But there would be his eyeball, and there's there. You know, what does a beaver do? He floods area, and he makes his little home. And you see star forts all the time, like you always see them around water, don't you? Water, 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 because they knew how to harness electricity. They knew what to do. So sorry I lost that one picture. And you think I could go back? I wonder if I could go in history. Buildings, fortress, energy, lifters, demolition. Let's see if that was it. Because it was a demolition image that I had open there. Maybe I get lucky and find it right now. That would be cool. Oh, but it'll take a week to load. Ain't that a bitch? Can you load faster? People, we need some time for ourselves, not waiting for this page to load. Oh, it's loading. Is this it? Oh, that would be cool. It could be it. Yeah, it is. Now looky here. Okay? The demolition of the Colonial Exposition. Huh? Look. See, they're gonna tell you they built all this, and they're gonna demolish it. See? No, they're gonna demolish history and the truth. And this is shit that was left behind, and it's something that is going down. Well, I'll show you right here. Looky here. What is this? This is a balloon. See right down here? That's where they sit. In it. And you got that the X there. X marks the spot, right? What do they do today? Up in the sky. X, 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 X. What is this? A balloon, folks. What year is it? Detailed information. See that arch there? 1931. Okay? Now look at this. How the fuck did they build this? Huh? And then gonna demolish it. Look. This was red bricks turned into block because of some kind of cataclysmic thing occurred. Okay? Look at there. I'll close this right here so you can see it better. We'll home back in and I'll show you. I want to back it up to show you what bad and bone structure that is and the dome on top of it. Now look. Let's look at this dome. They just built this just to demolish it. Look at this bad to the bone workmanship. Huh? And that's some of the surviving stuff on top of the concrete molds, where you see the concrete molds start melting and part of the roof's melting, and see, you start seeing the red bricks. Huh? You start seeing the red bricks. And why it's in this waveform is because that's when it stopped melting is what it looked like. You ever spray paint and you get a ripple? You see that ripple later when it's dried? Well, that's what happened with this melted building. So, and the closer I get to this, you know, it looks from a distance, you know, it's still a balloon. But I wish it could go a little farther, because with my eye, and they probably won't show up like I'm seeing it right now. It's clear, because it never does on YouTube. But right here, where I circle, okay, you see here in the background, it looks like a seashell or something. And that makes sense with Tartaria and so forth. And like here, it looks sort of like that character they have, but he's got a side profile on him. And some might think that that could possibly look like Mercury that's on their coin as well. So you see right here, and those possibly could be wings, but you see the A-frame right here. You know, that could have been rounder. This could have been because of meltage and so forth, and it'd probably be showing up a little bit better on this building that is being wrecked, that got melted, because you'll see all the brick lines there, and they got made into a bigger block, just like Jerry has shown us over and over and over again. You know, and it's just so cool. And now when I see it everywhere. I see it everywhere, just like I said in the movie just last night. And now I can't sleep. Me and my girl drank coffee. I don't know what time it was. She's sleeping. I could hear her snoring. But yeah, they got this shit up here like, you know, we build the shit, you know. They didn't build nothing, folks. They didn't build it. Put shit up like that to say, oh, look what we did. They didn't do shit. Just put these right up here to put your flags up, right? And resident capacitors everywhere. More flagpoles everywhere for this, right? No. On top, well, you know what they had. We tell you over and over again. Resonant capacitors. The whole building was gridded out to be an energy harnesser. And sometimes I wonder, some of the global vision, where he's shown us that there'd be lead in between where mortar would be. So that would make it really, really hot and help it become more viscous and have this heat line more viable to cut these larger bricks as the shit melts. If there's this line of lead that's in there, and perhaps everything's burning unequally, and that might make a difference to have these heat lines. But I don't know. Perhaps that's not the case. Perhaps it was just the mortar itself, and certain things heat at certain different temperatures. But it's definitely brick lines, because you can see there's some revelation of it right there, where there's bricks and these melted into these blocks. So look at this arch here. Can we hone into that arch? Look at that. Look at that. They didn't build that, folks. This is stuff we inherited. So anyway, stuff we inherited. 4:34. I got to need some shut-eye. Got a big day today, and then get no sleep again. So more shit from the World's Fair lie that they give us. So we did a little jaunt on the Black Mirror this evening. We gotta get prepared more and do some better ones, because we're finding stuff all the time. I love this building here. It just tells the truth. Like, I was melted and they're lying about everything. Don't it just say that to you? Yes, it does. This building says, hey Jerry, you right. Look, my ass has been melted. Red bricks in their face. Red bricks in their face. Red bricks in their face. all over the place. Red bricks! Anyway, having fun. And it sure is finding good when you find truth. Isn't it, folks? It's just awesome, man. It is awesome. So, do some homework, get your head out of the TV, and just remember this image right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats sitting on top of a melted building. I've shown you the drippage. I've shown you the old city. The city inside of remnant pieces that survived, and the meltage of this outer perimeter that has been melted. Melted like a mug. Big time. Look at the meltage, folks. You got eyes? Can you see? What does that look like, folks? Look like a mud flood? No. Not so. Perhaps after all these buildings melted, caused a lot of smoke, and then smoke went up into our dome where we reign in this kingdom, and made it rain for a long time, and probably washed all this melted building around with soil altogether too. But what you're seeing right here is not a mud flood. This is melted building. They're on the top of one right here. I pointed out skulls. A skull that I seen there, and here's more drippage and melted shit of the building these guys are sitting on top of. They know it, and they talking about it. Are they the ones that melted it? I don't know, but look what he's dressed like. Are they saying, hey, we can't look over there? See how they got their eyes all blinded? Huh? Kind of makes you think, folks. Him too. He's looking over this way, but it looks like he's got something over his eyes right there. And they're all wrapped up pretty good, ain't they, folks? Now we go back to this image. Remember this light here? See? What is the light? Who's hiding the light under a basket? And metering us to death, folks. Who is it? Huh? Are they looking from afar? Look. Look. What's so bright? What's making it so bright right here? The moon? Do they have something down here? Is it a fasties laying on the ground or doing something? Is it someone they know there? We don't know. Those are just some thoughts I had as I'm closing here. And here it is anyway. Right or wrong. It's better to be on an adventure and to discover truth rather than believe the bullshit they've been feeding us. So, best thing I could say is turn off your televisions. Don't believe shit any of these news organizations say. They'll tell you new clouds. And we know it's Bill Gates, the sun blockers, NASA, and those people who have the capabilities of manipulating the weather in this world have caused so much problems and have deceived the world. And to those who believe, God in heaven says, those who deceive the world, it would be better if you would have never even been born. So maybe those people in earshot of what I just said, maybe they'll repent so they got a chance. Or they can ride out their short little season here on this earth and get the second death. Your choice, you energy vampires. Wake up, grow up, stop hiding lighter in the basket, learn to share, you freaks. Time to shut down government and start a new humanity, not a new world order, but a human order. How about that? A human order. How we can care for one another and where we reside and where we reign in this kingdom with the dome over us. And every one of us got spit out of our mother's veil, her dome, where you resided. You get spit out from a veil that you lived underneath, and it was torn open, and you're spit into this world, and you look up, and there's a veil over you with a rift in it. They call it the Milky Way, and you need to wake up and stop believing Hollywood. The Matrix was your mother's womb. We all came from our mother. I love you, Mother. I never called her Mother. I love you, Mom. Despite our own hardships and differences in our lifetime, I love you, and I do know that truth today. And women are more special than we really know, because we've been lied to about everything, and it seems that society wanted to give them a duality role, and in a sense of the lesser, like there's where God said there was the sun and the moon, and he says one's greater and one's lesser. He said, but they're equal. See, but they're equal. See, well, see, that's sort of like yin and yang, and me and man and woman, we're equal. We need to start being that way, and knowing that when you bond with a human, a woman, you become one. And that is you. Treat her as you, and her as yourself. Should concur and believe that, and it's deeper than we think, but we can't think because television has made you think a certain way. So in what I've said today, all I want to say is go look at other channels. Stop watching the TV. Go listen to Jerry DeCamp. Go listen to John Levy, Global Vision. Start putting these Captain Kirk. Start putting the dots together. And another cat's like Radically Me, from Australia. He's talking about what's going on with this plague and blah blah blah, and all the fake plague and the count numbers and the fake stuff and the control the government. Excuse me, by the way, the control the government wants to instill on all of us globally. And all the news agencies tied to that Leviathan beast. So wake up, folks. God bless you all. Peace. And there it is. I said enough. I just keep rambling because I'm tired now. We call it punch drunk. I call it the kids. Well, yeah, we want to do something in New York, but I forgot what I was doing anyway. East Flatbush. We drop them off at East Flatbush. Alright. That's too slow. We're going to call it a wrap, folks. Have a great day and a great night. I should do a video how sucky it is to deal with Secretary of State today. And we shouldn't have to pay them. We shouldn't have to pay them because they're doing a lousy job. And I say we could do it better, and I applied for a job there. I've seen people come in this country and only be here for a short period of time, can barely speak American, got jobs here. So it's kind of disheartening to see what our Secretary of States have become in America. America is just a fleecing, milking system. And these people who call themselves leaders are really not leaders. They're just here to milk you. They're just a bunch of parasites. The parasites milk you, and they'll tell you, us and our constituents. Their constituents are a bunch of lobbyists, which is people who bribe politicians to get their way. So there it is, folks. Wake up. They're all crap. Peace. Go check out this website. They got some good shit, man. The demolition. Knock, knock, knocking. We didn't really look around here too much. We gotta go. Oh, what we see here. Look at that. Tracks. See? Tracks. Tracks. Looks like the tracks were kind of melted too, huh? The meltage of the tracks even. Huh? Well, maybe not. But it's pretty wild. Well, we've seen a lot in this little jaunt with the black mirror tonight. The hell is that there, man? Looks like a Hummer, don't it? Huh? The fuck? The hell is it? Maybe just a chunk of a building or something? I don't know. Back it up. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, look at here. That's pretty ass big. Huh? The hell? Check that out, folks. Look at here, too. What's this? Pretty fucking wild. Huh? Pretty damn wild, folks. I wish I could hone in some more. Look at that, man. The hell? Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Peace to everybody. You can tell I'm tired. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Elizabeth. Shut up, Graham Bob.